Welcome to another episode of Exploring Thoughts, where every week we take a thought provoking topic and explore it. We're your hosts, Susie
and Millie. So, every episode we start with the definition. And this week we're talking about bucket lists.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. A little interesting topic here. All right. Well, I've got it pulled up. It's a noun. A number of experiences or achievements that a person hopes to have or accomplish during their lifetime.
Okay.
Yeah,
To
pretty
the point.
standard. And something bothered me a little bit about this because typically, you know that the bucket list is what you do before you kick the bucket.
Yeah.
This was like a really positive spin on that because they're during your lifetime, not before you die, So I wanted just a little bit more. So I looked it up on Urban Dictionary. And it to be fair, it's pretty much the same thing, but a little different. So a bucket list on Urban Dictionary. A list of things you'd like to do before you die, like visiting the Grand Canyon, falling in love, or falling into the Grand Canyon.
Oh.
I don't think anyone's putting fall into the Grand Canyon on
In
their
my bucket
list.
please don't. I mean, if
unless
that's on
it's
your
the
list.
last one.
I'm not ready for this conversation.
Okay. All right. So what is I want to say what is a bucket list to you since we're on the definition, but I kind of want to ask a different question.
Okay, what's the question?
Bucket list, yes or no?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're important just because of the fun of it. I think they're important because I don't know, like you get bored. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We get in such a rhythmic and boring lifestyle sometimes that I think a bucket list is needed.
Yeah.
So you can kind of
motivate
pump
you a little
yourself,
bit to
let
keep
me,
going and do things.
yeah, and you want to check shit off.
Yeah, who
I
doesn't
think
like
that's
checking shit off a list?
I love lists.
Yes.
I love all type of lists.
Me too. That's a very specific kind of person.
I know, it's true. A lot of people don't like lists. I love lists though. So when I was looking into it, I saw what is the meaning behind bucket lists, which is basically going to be the same shit that we heard. But
yeah,
a bucket list is the list of the experiences or achievements that a person hopes to have or accomplish during their lifetime. A bucket list is an itemized list of goals people want to accomplish before they kick the bucket.
Yeah.
Or die. I like that sense.
I like it. I like it too. I mean,
it's the same shit.
It is the same
worded
shit. It's just
differently.
worded differently.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was looking, while I was doing some research on bucket lists, I found it kind of divided. People are like, either, yes, it's a good thing because of these things. It keeps you motivated, a way to keep going. You want to check off a list, experience life, fulfillment, living an enriched life, and then giving yourself the parameters to do it. But then the other half of that, which is I thought was a little surprising considering, is that because of those, not everything is going to get checked off of your bucket list, and it's it'll lead to a defeatist attitude if things aren't being done on the bucket list, and if you haven't completed a task in a long time, and then
I could see that.
But that's so lame.
I feel like that shouldn't be the
is that
concept.
way.
Yeah, I feel like that shouldn't be the concept when it's a bucket list.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's like a regular chores list type shit, all right, if you're looking at it and shit aren't getting checked off.
They also harped on the fact that it was it was a dark thing because it's literally like
things
you want to do
before you die. But we are gonna die.
You have embracing death is a bad thing.
No,
I was like, that's such an interesting way of looking at it. A little,
I feel like that's more morbid than thinking about
just
how let me live my life.
Exactly. I don't know.
So, do you have any idea of when the bucket list began, like where it originated from?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay, great, because you guys are gonna find out.
Oh shit.
So, back in 1999, it's hilarious. The screenwriter Justin Sackham was thinking about that phrase when he began composing a checklist that he called Justin's list of things to do before he kicks the bucket.
Oh, wow.
After finishing the list, he told via email he thought of a more succinct title for it: Justin's Bucket List. Well, thank you, Justin. Because I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. I want a bucket list. I have a bucket list.
I do too.
Yeah. What's on your bucket list?
We'll get into that a little later because I wanted to talk about That's fun. I'm wondering if this. Well, I guess because it happened just a few years before the movie came out.
Yeah, actually, I don't have it. I don't think I have it on here. But
That
I did see
movie.
it that he had something to do with that movie.
Oh, did he? That's fucking
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, so I'm so glad you brought that up then because there's a movie called The Bucket List. And if you haven't seen it, please, I implore you, go and watch that movie because
Okay, well, I'm
it
going
is
to go watch it
so
because I haven't seen it.
Can we watch it together? Because it's such a good movie. It's Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman, and one of them is like really rich and successful, and the other one's a blue collar dude, but they're both dying of cancer.
Oh,
And
maybe I
they,
did see
yeah,
it.
and they end up in the same hospital bed. I mean, in the same
Damn.
bed,
Oh,
in the
no.
same room.
It's one of those.
And they have a little trouble, but eventually, you know, they start talking and they like each other and they create a bucket list. And when they leave, they're like, let's go and do this. And of course, it's like a movie. They have hardships. They get through lessons.
Yeah, they got their
etc.
moments. They fall
But
in
it's
love.
Yeah. I was about to be like, yeah, but no. They do not fall in love, but it is such a lovely movie. And if you haven't seen it, man, please, it's definitely harps on that whole life enrichment thing through the bucket list.
All right, well, we'll watch that shit.
Yes. Okay, well,
now I want to know what's in your bucket list.
All right.
Tell me.
I have a lot on my bucket list, so I narrowed it down to a few things that I'd be willing to share with the listeners and with you.
Okay, let's go.
All right. These are all on my bucket list, by the way. This was not made up for this particular podcast. So the number one on there is travel.
Okay.
That I want to go everywhere.
You know, it's funny because that's the number one on all of them.
It should be.
When I looked it up, that's like the number one thing that people choose.
Yeah, broaden your horizons. Go experience new things. And a big part of that is eating. I definitely want to eat from every country possible, like that I can, because I love food. That's also another thing I saw. There's like a whole foodie bucket list too. Like there's different kinds. We can talk about that later. I want to get over my fear of clowns.
Oh my God, yes.
It cripples
I feel like you've gotten better.
I have definitely have made progress because
I think so.
I don't cry anymore. Like
no.
I legit have a phobia and I think I've gotten a lot better.
Yeah, you have.
But I want to fucking get rid of that shit completely.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. And I want to see all my favorite bands live.
Ooh.
I feel like, I mean, a lot of them aren't touring anymore or
a lot
together,
of them
like System
soon.
of a Down. Yo! What a way to call me old, bro. You ain't far behind. I'm just saying.
We're literally like 6 months apart.
Exactly. I want to learn to speak fluent Japanese, Italian, and French. Those are the three languages that I'm most interested in. And I have a base in all three of them, but I want to speak them fluently. I want to skydive. I want to jump out of that plane.
Wow.
I really do.
Okay, we gotta stop everything right now.
Whoa.
You want to skydive.
Yeah.
Like okay, so you want to go on a plane.
Yeah.
With like 2 people in there because you can't even fit that many people in there.
Mm-hmm.
You want some guy to grab you by the chest, like the glue.
Yeah.
And then you want to right
yeah,
through
but
the fucking...
I want to do it enough times to where I can go by myself.
You want to do it more than one time?
Fuck yeah.
You want to go by yourself?
Yes.
This bitch said, I want to jump out the plane with myself.
Why
I don't
do
like
you
that.
have such a problem?
Because that's terrifying. You're going to die.
All right, I'm just going to move on. This one has to do with you.
Okay, well, I don't want to...
Well, yeah,
I
okay,
ain't gonna skydive with you.
I'm not skydiving with you, okay? It's spend the night in a few haunted places with Susie.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Dude, if we don't do that...
We have to do that before I die.
Holy shit. That wasn't on my bucket list, but it sure is now.
Right, with all of the equipment, with EMF readers, the spirit box, all that shit.
Dude, that would be a dream come true, honestly.
Yeah, and imagine if we did it with Mindseed.
And we're going to... Oh, okay. I'm ready. Okay. Mindseed, do you hear me?
Right? Do you hear me? We love you guys.
I'm ready to go
right
on a motherfucking haunted house mission with y'all before I motherfucking kick the bucket. If I get cancer and I'm about to die, I'm going to hit him up.
Yeah, but I'm going to hit you up before I'm dying. I'd like to not have an expiration date for this so that way we have time to make it happen. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I like this. I like this idea a lot. We're gonna do that like next year.
Okay.
Anyways,
you hear that? We're manifesting that shit now.
Next year, I don't know what episode we'll be on, but we'll definitely take them on the road.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Anyways.
Yeah. I'm just going to say one more because there's like 3 more on the list. I want to own my own bakery and have a farm.
Yeah, you've said that a lot.
All right, what's on your bucket list?
I don't have it written down or anything. I don't think I've ever written down a bucket list, but they're like all up in my head, you know. So, number 1 is, of course, traveling.
Yes.
And for the rest, I guess, well, the second one would have to be the haunted house thing because I'm going to have to add it on it. But
thief.
I'm sorry. It's too good not to put it on mine.
True.
But the rest, I really don't know. I feel like I definitely don't have a full-on list. Now that you asked me, like, full-on, number 1 is just traveling. I want to experience the world, and not just me, but the kids, too, you know. I want to go. I've always said this.
Yeah.
In many episodes, I've said I want to go. But
Susie, ready to go.
I'm ready to go. Let's go. Travel, baby. But yeah.
But that's it. Nothing.
I guess that's
crazy.
it. No,
there's
definitely
nothing,
no.
Like, there's no food that maybe you definitely want to try.
No, I'm not too much of a foodie. You know that. I'm not too like. I mean, it's not that I don't like food. I love eating.
But
I don't know.
She picky.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah, it's true. And yeah, skydiving wouldn't be. That's a
she really hates this fucking skydiving.
No, on my bucket list. That's terrifying.
Is there any other kind of like extreme thing that you want to do? Like, I know I could. Your girl is a thick girl. I'm chubby. I know there are certain things that I can't do where I'm at right now. Okay, but hang gliding.
What's that?
It's similar to skydiving, only you stay in the air.
What's hang gliding?
It's like this, like green. It's like a triangle.
Oh, and you hold it and you jump over the thing? Hell no.
Yeah, and then they have these. Hold on. They have these suits, like a flying squirrel. Okay, so it's like webbed right here from your arm to your midsection, and people literally jump off of cliffs.
You got me
whoosh, and fly like an eagle.
No, absolutely not. I feel like the only thing that I do that's like scary is like going on roller coasters and shit.
Yeah, I like roller coasters.
And the older I get, the less I want to go on the roller coasters.
Yeah, because of my back.
Not even, because I'm so scared.
You scared? She's scared.
I'm serious.
Oh,
my
man,
heart stopped pounding.
And
now I got kids and shit, so I always think of all like the horror. I think that's another thing too. Yeah. That's like one of my biggest things. It's like anything that is seemingly you might die, I 1,000% think I'm gonna die, and then I don't want to do because then I'm gonna leave my kids with no mom.
Damn, that went dark.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
That's just how I feel.
I guess. But anyway, you're such an adventurist. I thought maybe a list of like maybe just a few things. That's crazy. I mean, I know travel covers a lot of it.
Yes,
travel covers a lot.
Like you're gonna do things while you're traveling. Like I definitely want to go on like a ATV thing, like through the forest, like in like Puerto Rico or some shit. I've seen a bunch of people do that, and I think that's so dope. Or like,
oh, there you go. That's an item for your bucket list.
Yeah, but that's with traveling. But yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, can add traveling, with the things. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you going into the rainforest on ATVs. If you don't
stop fighting me, I swear to God.
I'm fighting her only because she fought me about skydiving.
It's true, I did. That's dangerous. Don't do that.
Okay, well, on a lighter note, you know, when I was doing my research, I found a few funny things and funny bucket list items, and I'm here for them, okay? Because I'm a prankster kind of. I like playing tricks. I like being annoying.
Yeah,
she can attest.
That's true.
But here, just the number one thing on this list is something that I want to do.
Okay.
Text, I hid the body to a random number.
Holy shit.
You can't tell me that didn't just instantly earn a spot on your bucket list.
Nope, you're going to jail. Because if I get a message that says
no
I hit the body, I'm gonna call 911. Hello?
There's no body. Man, if you get that message, you mind your fucking business. Okay? It clearly wasn't meant for
I'm
you.
gonna be like, who the body though?
No, that's how you get snatched. Okay? All right. Okay. The second one's a little more doable, and it doesn't get you, well, I mean, I hope it doesn't get you in trouble.
It might.
Put blue Gatorade in a Windex bottle and walk around in public drinking it.
That's crazy.
I would go a step further and put water in a vodka bottle, but that might get you
Thrown into jail.
Yeah. Only do this where open
Straight to
container
jail.
laws are fine. Okay. Let's see. It's another one. Oh, this one's kind of weird. And it would require a lot of money. Okay. Buy out an entire concert, and the artist will just come on stage and see me just sitting there like. That's rude. I mean, I guess they still bought all the tickets.
I'm just trying to picture like a full on, like ready to go artist.
Exactly.
And they go out and it's just one motherfucking person.
But they'd have to have a clue, because by then people are screaming when the lights go down, the fog gets started.
It's just one person.
Everyone's like, yeah. And then they don't hear it. They hear one lone person screaming, yeah. And it's worse because it says they're just sitting there. So they're not even screaming for them. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Okay. Let's see. Here, pick a number 1 through 10.
8.
Oh, let's see. Okay. Convince someone you're from the future. Like, it's some of these. Like, what are you doing with your time? First, the amount of work that has to go into something like this, I get why it's on the bucket list. Because that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. You have to have like the perfect storm of everything.
Go, dude.
You've got to have the backstory. You've got to have proof. You got to have a gullible enough person to believe it, but not gullible enough that it would be easy, because it's on the bucket list for a reason, you know? I don't know. I see it, but it would not be on my bucket list. I'm definitely texting someone I hid the body.
Oh, God.
Oh my God. There's one that they're like, oh, I want to pay someone to stand in like somewhere a little far off in the peripheral of my funeral in like either a suit, like a dark suit and an umbrella and a briefcase, just looking in and sunglasses. So that way they'd be like,
you're
whoa,
like, what happened?
What this bitch got going
How
on?
did they actually die, yo?
Exactly. There's a few things like that. People are fucking menace.
Yeah. People are wild. Oh my God. All these people and their prankings.
This one's just mean. But I know some people who actually had this on a bucket list.
Oh, stop.
I'm so serious. Crash a wedding and give a toast. Not the toast part.
But crashing
the wedding.
I would never do it, but
why would you want to? Like, what do you gain from that?
And like, it's a very important day on somebody's life, and you're all there like, yo, I'm gonna crash it. Let me go crash their shit. Oh Lord. So when I was looking some research at top 5 bucket list ideas.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, see the Northern Lights.
Yes, that's on my list.
I think that's dope.
Yeah.
Yours?
Yeah.
Skydiving.
Oh,
is number 2.
Yeah, that's what. But she ain't say shit about the people saying skydiving.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Number 3 is get a tattoo.
Like literally
we're
tattoos, so we're good on that one.
Number 4 is go on a cruise.
Oh God, it's been so long since I've been on a cruise.
I really don't think I could do it.
Really? Oh, because the rocking.
Yeah, I'd be puking the whole time.
Yeah, her tummy is a sensitive bitch when it comes to shit like that.
Number 5 is swim with dolphins. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, we live in Florida, so that kind of shit you could do in Orlando for like free. Not free, but you know what I mean.
For like a really low cost. It's true.
So I guess for me, like, okay, swim with the dolphins. I guess that's
Maybe
a
they
good
mean like swim
thing.
with the dolphins. Maybe they mean like in
Like
the
in the
ocean.
wild or something.
Okay, this has nothing to do with bucket list stuff, but I have to tell you guys this. Maybe you know, pirates are like a real thing, like still. You know that?
Yes.
And you know that like those oil ship boats and shit that go through the North Sea
Yeah.
are like prepared to go through the pirate infested areas.
Yes.
And they stop their shit and they like put like barbed wire everywhere.
No.
And they have like these like pointing at as like thingies that come up. I just
I
saw
did
it
not
this
know
morning, like
about the
on
barbed
TikTok.
wire.
Like
You made it
thank
to
you,
North
TikTok.
Sea TikTok, didn't you?
I did.
Deep sea with all the big boats and the yo
And the
ho.
yo,
Oh, Hans. Oh my
it's
god.
crazy. Anyways, has nothing to do with this. That's gonna be on my bucket list. I want to see a fucking pirate,
You want to see a pirate? That's
like a real
extremely
life pirate.
dangerous.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
realize that, right? Like if you were to be in the,
Yes, but I
it would
also
be a
realized that it probably never happened. But
that's that's a really good point about bucket lists because like it almost there are a few things that we get excited about and it almost seems like an impossible list versus like a bucket list because the things that you want to do, some of them are so specific and so grandiose. Like
like going to see a pirate on the
yeah,
North
going
Sea.
to see a
Yeah,
pirate in the
okay.
North Sea. So like
Definitely not gonna
how do
happen. I'm
you
sorry,
I
but
know, but it's on your bucket list.
I mean, it doesn't
But
have to be.
how do you feel? Well, you just looked at our viewers and told them that's on my bucket
It's true.
list. I'm
It'll
just
just sit there and collect dust throughout my life.
Do you think that I'm sure there's been completed bucket lists. There has to have been because someone has got to probably went super simple, or they had a lot of money so they
And they
could
were able to do everything. Yeah.
fulfill the thing. But like it almost feels like an omen a little bit,
An omen to get the
Yeah,
bucket list finished?
to not finish it.
Or to not
To
finish
not
it?
finish it. Like what if that's considered unfinished business?
Don't do the bucket list. Don't do the bucket list.
That's like a consideration, at least for us, because we believe in the afterlife. Like, if you don't finish your bucket list,
Do you have unfinished business?
Yeah, do you have unfinished business? Are those like stipulations? Like,
I'm gonna
then,
say
I guess.
yes, but only because some of those are really meaningful. Like I feel like some of these things that we attach into these bucket lists, not everybody and not
Yeah.
all of them, but I feel like some of them are very meaningful. So maybe yes.
I would assume like if a father needed to apologize to their sibling, I mean to their child.
Yeah,
Like,
and they
that's
never got
definitely
to.
on their bucket list of
Yeah.
things to do, and they never got to it. That's sad.
That's something that you go back to.
And yeah,
Yeah.
damn. Well, I guess that speaks to the different kinds of bucket lists.
Yeah, definitely. I see you got a little list there.
Yeah, I do because I really thought it just the one covered everything, but there people have specifics, I guess. There's 5 here. Fantasy bucket lists, meaning like things to do with celebrities
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff
That's
like
not what I was
that.
thinking. Okay.
Oh, what were you thinking? Like
Like
dragons?
like fantasy, like
I
shit that
I
that
did
can't happen,
too.
like seeing pirates at the North Sea
Yeah.
type
Well,
shit.
I mean, you can. It's just
I know, but
it's
I would
very
never be able to.
specific person would be able to see that.
Yeah, like not me.
Foodie bucket list. So the different foods,
Yeah.
that's pretty explanatory.
Explanatory.
Yeah. The adventure bucket list, that's strictly just very
Traveling,
specific
yeah.
events.
That'd be mine.
Sorry. Yeah. Creative bucket list.
I like that.
I like that a lot too, and I love getting crafty,
Yeah, you do.
but I don't do it very often.
Yeah.
So I would,
I
this
feel you.
made me want to put some things on my bucket list because there are some crafts that I want to learn how to do that I've never picked up, and that's totally in line with the bucket list. Learn a new trade.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
like that.
and then there's a health and wellness bucket list. I mean, if there's a bucket list for everything. Obviously, if
Yeah.
you want to keep it a specific
Just
theme,
like a number one bucket
you
list.
can do
or,
whatever you want, but those are the most common, at least when I
Yeah.
was looking the kinds of
I
bucket
like
lists.
that. I
Yeah.
think that's cool.
Broaden your horizons.
Many different bucket lists.
Yeah.
Not just one. 10 million. So here are some bucket list ideas that might spark some inspiration.
Ooh,
Sleep under the stars.
that's an experience.
That's cute.
It's fun.
Cute.
What is wrong with you? Cow.
Visit your dream destination.
Traveling.
Yeah. Go back to school.
I'm doing that.
You should just
woo woo.
learn how to paint.
Crafty. Let's get crafty.
Read 100 books in a year. Oh, I like that.
Oh, challenge accepted.
All right.
It's too late. It's already. I mean, I guess
it is not too.
It's not too late. It's only January. It's done in a couple days.
I barely finished my book that I'm reading this year.
I'm reading Once Upon.
You're reading what?
Once Upon a Dream, I believe it's called.
Once Upon a Dream.
It's what if Sleeping Beauty never went to sleep.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, Maleficent is like the good guy turned bad guy kind of.
My book is like
self-help.
Yes, I can't remember the title. It's about parenting. Anyways, jump out of a plane. Skydiving.
See, you see. Okay.
Go on the most romantic date ever. How would you even
Right?
How would you even measure something like that?
That has to be very specific to the person.
Very personal.
If that's on your list, then you would know when you're on it and cross it off.
Yeah, 1,000%. Bake a cake from scratch.
I think that's something everyone should do at some point. Yeah. So I agree with that because it feels so good.
Yeah,
it feels so good because baking. There's a difference between cooking and baking. Cooking, there's more leeway. You season with how you feel, and it's very free spirited. But baking is a science. If you're wrong with one thing, the whole thing comes apart.
Oh my God, don't even say things like that.
But it's true. If you use too much butter, if you use too much flour, if you use not enough baking soda, if you overbeat your eggs, if you don't cream your sugar and butter, many different things can go wrong. So if you can go from start to finish with a cake, you have successfully done something that is quite difficult to do.
Wow. Yeah. Well, rude. Because I go to the store and I get a box.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And I shoot that bitch and I plop that bitch. Put it in the oven. I go ding.
Ding.
And
cake.
I say, look at the cake I made.
I'm just saying it should be something that everybody does.
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It is fun. It's very fun.
Look at her.
I'm still not over the skydiving yet.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because you fought me.
I just want you to be alive.
So moving on.
I'm going to shut her up.
I see you got a list going on over there. What's your list about?
I just read it.
Oh, I thought it was that. Not that. The crazy.
Oh. I mean, we can look into that.
Yeah.
All right. Join in on the largest water fight in the world in the Thai festival, Songkran.
Thai.
Songkran.
A large water fight? I have to look this up. Songkran. Whoa.
Wow.
It's a huge water fight.
That is so dope.
Like a water festival. Like how we do with paint, but with water only. That's a lot more fun. You ever get paint slapped in your face?
No.
From a bucket?
No.
It's crazy.
Never that. Drive Route 66.
No.
Go to space.
Yeah. That's more of something that you can do now than ever before.
Yeah, that's true.
You can pay $250,000 to go to space. $250,000,
dude.
To go to space.
Fucking crazy.
Not just take a plane. Space, outer space.
Yeah.
And you could pay more to do a spacewalk. You could pay to do a fucking spacewalk.
It's outstanding where we're at in life right now.
Certainly that is, I ended up speaking about it anyway because that's also on my bucket list. There's a reason I know the pricing.
You want to go into space?
I want to go into space so bad. So bad.
We live extremely different lives.
I need to go to space. There is an inherent need inside of me that
she's a fucking alien, dude.
I need to experience space before I die.
That's nuts.
I know there's a great risk.
What if you get stuck up there?
Then I get stuck up there and I'm happy with that.
Okay, so you want to go to space. You want
Yes.
to skydive.
Yes.
Are you going to go in a submarine?
No.
No.
I draw the line.
Oh, you draw the
I draw the
line.
fucking line at submarines. They're no.
What's up with submarines? Why is it just because that last one blew up?
No, it's
I mean, imploded.
I know. I'd rather fucking die instantly in space than drown. If I or starve for oxygen. I'd rather
It's the
just die
same thing.
instantly. No, because I could just if I'm dying, if I get stuck in space and I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna open and leave. Because as soon as I as soon as I
open and leave.
As soon as I take this off, I'm dead. Exploded. Okay.
What is happening right now?
Okay, unless you die like the fucking millionaires or billionaires in that submarine, there's no part of that that's okay with
so
me.
you wouldn't go scuba diving. I mean,
yeah,
I'm
I'd
sorry,
go scuba diving.
you wouldn't be in a submarine. My next question was, would you do scuba diving?
Not crazy depths, because I'd try it,
but you wouldn't go down to the
not the same way. It would be akin to going on an airplane versus going out to space. So I'm not going to crazy depths. I'm not doing one of those deep sea things. Yeah, something super simple. That way,
you wouldn't want to go see the Titanic.
No. I'd want to just go, take a little
okay,
and see the fishes and the prettiness, because I love the water, but I'm not doing that.
I get it. I mean, I don't get your other ones, but that's okay.
So would you
go in a submarine?
Yeah.
Bitch, I wouldn't even skydive.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah, out of your mind. I wouldn't even go on a damn cruise. Because I'd puke. I think it would be a beautiful experience.
Take
that's for sure.
Some Dramamine.
Yeah, but that's scary. What if I take the Barbarine and then I'm on the bed, blah blah bling, all over the place?
The Dramamine helps with the seasickness, and you'll be fine. And you just enjoy. You barely feel the moving. And there's a buffet, and there's drinks, and there's a pool. Like,
and then you go through the North Sea and you see pirates. And
no,
all die.
No, but we could cross two things off of our bucket list with one, and that's go true. On the Alaskan cruise and go see the Northern Lights from the cruise.
Oh my god, that's wild, dude.
An ex-friend of mine did it and said it was worth it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's an experience. And it was only for a few days. Yeah.
I knew it. Well,
we just had to confer something real quick. I should have covered my mouth, but I think the mic was in front of
Yeah, I think it's fine. But wow, that's crazy. What an experience, dude.
Yeah, man. That's something that, like,
you know what I do want to do with you?
What?
I want to go hiking. Yes. I want to go hiking.
All right, where?
Up a mountain in Colorado.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah.
I did a few of the trails there. It was beautiful.
Yeah, us too, with the kids and shit.
Yeah.
Well, with Leo, because we haven't done it yet. But yeah, it's dope.
All right, so we're slowly building Susie's bucket list today with this episode.
Accurate.
We should be writing this down, but she's just gonna say it's all in my head. Up there.
So,
yes.
There's a few more. I mean, there's a bunch, but I'm not gonna read them all.
Yeah.
Oh, look, this one has regarding food. It says, "Make it your quest to find the perfect burger."
Yo,
I would go on that quest with you because burgers
are life.
Are my shit.
Love a good fucking burger,
bro.
Man.
Oh my god.
Have you been to Blues Burgers around the corner yet?
No.
Those burgers are divine, Susie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they're big, and they're premium burgers, so it's a little pricey, but what you get is definitely worth. Yeah, it's definitely.
That's what's up. Hell yeah, I would love to go there.
There's a few places, bro, that I've had burgers because my boyfriend loves burgers too, so that's something that we do. Like when we're feeling in the mood,
yeah,
we're like, let's find a new burger spot. We'll scour Uber Eats or like the menus of what's around us until we find one that looks really good.
Which is different.
Different. The food truck store. The fucking food truck store.
I've never even heard of food truck store.
Their burgers.
Well, food truck store.
Dude,
Check it out.
guys, please. I mean, I don't know if they're available anywhere else, but if you're in South Florida, check out the food truck
Mm.
store. Their burgers are
I've literally
fucking
never heard of
amazing.
it.
They deliver, but it's like a little extra fee, but
Of course.
the food is to die for. If you're not willing to make that drive to avoid the pickup fee, just do it. Just fucking do it and give yourself a little treat.
Well, I'm gonna do that. Fly to Japan and go on a sushi and ramen binge.
Going to Japan is definitely on my bucket list.
Yeah.
And you saw learning Japanese was as well because I am obsessed with Japan. So I will happily go to Japan and go on a ramen and sushi binge. Oh just a total food crawl versus a bar crawl or something. And just go and eat. This is literally the second thing on my bucket list.
I know. That's dope.
I just want to do all the things now. That's another thing with bucket list, the waiting for the thing to happen, because sometimes they're just so specific. You're going to be waiting for a while. Yeah. Now, I'm 31. I hope to live a longer life, but running out of time.
Yeah, running out of time, dude.
Time is crazy. You got to do things, and I feel like I haven't crossed anything off my list since last year.
Yeah.
Like the beginning of last year, going to Italy.
Yeah.
That was on my list. Eating around the world and having pasta, drinking wine, eating, the desserts, experiencing the culture. That was definitely a place crossed off. But
well, we were just about to cross something off of our bucket list. And we were just about to go to Chicago. Yeah. We were this close, you guys. This close to go to Chicago. But,
life happens. Shit happens. Things
fucking
change. Spirit.
Want to add a lot of fees and ends up going from like a $70 ticket to like a almost $200 ticket. And as a spontaneous trip, because it was literally going to be in like this weekend type shit. Or like the weekend after.
Weekend after,
yeah. So not yet, but soon.
But soon. We are taking that spontaneous trip, damn it.
Yes, we are.
And we are taking our girls' trip.
Yeah, definitely.
And we are going to travel together, god damn it.
Yeah, we're going to have a good Galentine's this month. I mean, this month, because once we're posted.
Oh, yeah.
When you guys are listening, it's going to be February. So, hello, February. But yeah, bucket list, huh?
That's something that you crossed that off my bucket list, because when I watched Parks and Rec, I was like, Galentine's, man, that would be a really fun thing to do, but I didn't have to, especially at the time, have any, gal friends like that to do Galentine's with. So it was definitely something on a list, like something I wanted to do. I didn't necessarily think it was something that had to be done before I died, because whatever. But it was nice. Something. Yeah, it would have been nice. And then this bitch, she did Galentine's and crossed it off my bucket list, and now we do it every year.
Yep.
And that's what this trip was going to be for, because normally we stay local.
And we're still going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
We just might not travel through plane. We're not. I'm still searching, y'all. I'm still going for it, because we still have some time. Who knows?
But that shit wild and crazy because of the bag fees, man.
No, man. Baggage fees.
Do you remember back in my day?
Back in my day,
at least the carry-on, your fucking carry-on was free.
Yeah, all the time.
Spirit too. It was never like this with Spirit. I'm just telling you that now. Spirit was they were a regular airline. It wasn't the cheap airline that they have now with the tickets, but they make up the money for the tickets by having the bags be $55 fucking dollars.
Yeah, so it's not even.
It's not even, and then that's one way. Yeah,
you have to pay for each way for the bag.
So it's like $100 added on top of your whatever ticket.
Yeah,
and they're like, "That's how we keep our airline tickets so cheap." It's not.
It's not, because I'm ending up paying the same amount that I would have paid at American Airlines, and they have free carryout. So, anyways,
rant over.
Get back on track.
Bucket list. I think bucket lists are a great way, like we said earlier, to stay motivated.
Yes.
I do also feel like they're going back to what I was saying just now about waiting and having to wait. I think that those 2 points kind of counteract each other. Because if you're not having things on your list being checked off, you're less motivated to continue the list.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think when you are curating, if you're going to do it, because let's just be honest, everyone kind of has that notion of I've got a bucket list.
Yeah.
Okay, whether you call it a bucket list or not, that's what it is. Those things you want to do before you leave the planet.
Yeah.
So I think that when you are making your list, consider where you are at in life right now, things that may be more attainable to you right now versus seeing a pirate in the North Sea.
Definitely.
Because then it won't be so disappointing. Like, and I tell
and
you.
also, don't get so disappointed. She loves getting disappointed in herself when things don't get achieved. But I think that's something important that we can't forget about. We don't have to succeed in every single thing that we say that we will. Of course, we're always going to try our best and we're always going to push forward. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean that we failed in life. Life is so much bigger than that.
Just means not yet.
Yeah, it just means not yet or just not. And that's okay too, you know? Just like the pirates in the North Sea. It's going to stay in my bucket list. Will I achieve it? Most likely not. Why? Because I can't even go on a boat.
Y'all, we're going to get famous with this podcast and we're going to have a lot of money. I'm putting it out there now. And I swear to the gods, I will do everything in my fucking power to get you on a boat in the North Sea. So
get
you
the
can
fuck out of here. I do not. I no. It's very sweet. I love that.
No, don't do it. I'm putting us in danger, goddammit. So you can get that shit off your bucket list.
How about this? You can take. It's recorded. Oh, no. You can take me to go see the pirates in the Northern Sea when I am 55, because that means that my kids are now old enough to grow and live their life without me.
55.
So
that gave me 20-something years.
You got 24 years.
I'm okay with this. We got 24 years, y'all.
We got 24 years.
To pop off. Remember that she said this recorded.
To pop off. We better Monday, pop off in the next
January
5 years.
January 29th at 2:16 p.m.
Take me to the Northern Sea when I'm 55.
When she's 55.
So that would be in January 29th to 20...
I don't know.
Hold on.
42?
I'm not going to tell you yet. 34, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 49.
49.
So January 29, 2049.
2049.
Something like that.
Holy shit.
So 2050. Let's just wrap it up by 2050.
Before then.
We're only going to be in our 50s, so it should be fine.
Yeah, okay.
My grandpa made it to 63.
Nice.
I always say to everybody that we're probably going to die at 63 because he was like such a healthy man.
Stop.
We're going dark.
Depressing people.
We're going dark. My grandma on the other side, on the other hand, my other grandma on my mom's side, she's almost 90.
Wow.
And she's kicking it. She's love you, my mama.
Jose's grandma is also in her 90s.
Oh. Yeah. They should meet.
You're old. You're old.
Y'all can be the homies.
Nah.
All right.
Do you know, I don't know, like
what?
Some people, a bucket list is like just in the family. Like, I don't want to say in the family. It's just something that they do. So their parents did it, so they do it. They don't really.
I'll tell you right now.
That's what I was going to say. Did your parents have a bucket list?
No. Not that I know of. At least I haven't really talked to them about it. I would mostly say no up front because I learned that here.
Yeah, and I get it. Like, it was in 1999, right? That the bucket list.
Yeah, that wasn't even that long ago.
But I mean.
We were like 7.
Yeah, but that's crazy, right? Because if you think about what a bucket list is, it's essentially just a list of things you want to do before you die.
There has to have been
something before.
It's just the name
the dude
of the bucket
coined
list.
The bucket list.
Yeah.
So it makes me think how many people had bucket lists without knowing it was a bucket list.
Yeah.
And if your parents or my parents, because my mom and I don't really know about my dad, but my mom, she didn't really have something like that again, that's not something I learned from her. I learned that from pop culture,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually just forming an opinion on my own.
Yeah.
But I wonder what like another generation's bucket list looks like.
What does your generation's bucket list look like?
Yeah, that's a good question. 'Cause right
Yes.
now, traveling, but what did it look like before? I want to put myself in that position of being in like the 1800s,
I mean, I think
1700s,
everybody's thing would be like getting out of the world because I think the grass is greener thing has always been around, even if that statement hasn't been a thing. I
yeah.
feel like us as humans or just like even animals always want something else, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and we always want, you know what I'm saying,
So I
right?
guess just a desire for change, like
Desire of
of
something
scenery.
else. Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, but you see how crazy this shit is now. Like the different kinds of bucket lists and the. I just I my curiosity is not being quenched right now, and I don't appreciate
What do you mean,
it.
like the different? I mean, like, okay.
Like think about it from people back then before they had all of what we have now. Bucket lists had to have looked different. Or
What, like, as in, like, I wish I had a light?
yeah.
Is that what you're
Or
looking for? I wish I
like
had a rock so I could beat
yeah,
this
or
fucking
like
fish with.
you know how we want to have money and travel. What if theirs was like I want to have a fucking roof over my head or
Yeah, well, I
something?
really don't think like essential things are like
Yeah,
bucket list stuff. Like, I think that's more like they just want to survive. I don't.
I don't know. I'm trying to. This is why I said I needed it. I needed to know what it was, but I this was something that I just thought of now, so I didn't really use it when I was researching. But
Yeah.
I bet you that shit was probably wild. Because you ever look at the recipes from back then? People, it was a wild time to be alive. Okay, so I can
Oh my
only
god, that's
imagine
hilarious.
the kinds of fucking bucket list shit that was going on back there before they knew it was a bucket list.
That's hilarious. All right. So that's crazy. I think we've talked a lot about bucket lists. I think we might have like exceeded a
Did
little
a little
bit,
too
a
much.
little toward
That's
around.
good though, I guess. Like I don't know. I wasn't expecting we'd have this much to say on
I
bucket list.
definitely did not think we were gonna speak this much on bucket list, but I liked
Wait,
it.
wait. I'm
What?
sorry.
Hold on, we're rolling it back in. Hold on.
There's one more thing. Glue coins to a street in the side.
This picture is literally just a sidewalk with
Full
1,000
of
fucking
coins.
coins,
And they're all glued
and they're all glued.
down. So
So if you're
imagine
gonna
how
go
many
pick one up,
people
you're gonna
look
have a hard
ridiculous,
time.
break a nail, hurt themselves on the way up, hurt themselves on the way down. I'm sorry.
Oh
That
my
was
god,
that my
that's
last. That's I'm gonna
hilarious.
stop reading this because I'm just gonna
She
keep.
still has like a bunch of things. We're done.
We're done.
We're
No
done.
more bucket list. I'm sorry.
Alrighty, guys.
Okay.
Well, it was a good one.
Yes. It
Thank
was
you
a
for
fun
coming.
episode.
Thank you for joining us. We really do love doing this, and yeah, we're happy to be here.
And if you want to share your bucket list with us, please send them in. You can send them to us through email at exploringthoughts with two S's at gmail.com, or you could send them to our website. Or you can, what is the,
What?
what is the word I'm looking for? You submit.
You can
Sorry.
submit your
You can
stories
submit your stories on our website. The link
yes
will be
in our
in our
bio.
bio.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at _ exploring thoughts _ and our Facebook page at facebook.com/exploring thoughts. So thank you so much for being here once again. And next week's episode is on
time travel.
time travel.
Yes.
That's
the big one. Hey man, if I'm here for aliens and that kind of technology, I'm here for time travel.
oh,
That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm
about
ready
that.
for time travel. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So
Right.
so yeah.
Buckle up, tune in, and get ready to time travel with us next week. So remember, guys, to unleash your curiosity and always explore your thoughts. Bye.
Bye.